Businesses are maintaining a focus on revenue and operating expenses while recovering from the pandemic's repercussions. However, strategic advisor to EF Overwatch and Vice President of Global Talent Acquisition at Forcepoint, George Randle, who is also a retired Army officer, says now is the ideal time to be capturing the talent advantage on business competitors. I caught up with George about this further and how he details that in a book he co-authored called The Talent War: How Special Operations and Great Organizations Win on Talent. Take a look. You co-authored The Talent War: How Special Operations and Great Organizations Win on Talent, which adopts best practices and lessons learned from the U.S. Special Operations community. Tell us more about that.
Well, Mike Sorelli, my co-author, and I, who spent a number of years in Joint Special Operations Command, and I spent a number of years in the military, 20 years in talent acquisition, we kind of came together to try to solve a problem about why it's so difficult for companies to identify and hire real talent. And given that the Special Operations is a talent magnet and produces some of the most amazing people in the world, we thought combining my 20 years with talent acquisition and his 20 years in Special Operations would make for a great book.
And you discuss the importance of having a talent mindset conviction and how it's the most competitive advantage you can achieve and maintain as a company. What does this type of mindset entail?
So in short, what Mike and I have really put forward is that a talent mindset is the true belief, like you said, that human capital, people, are the only true competitive advantage that you can hope to achieve and maintain in this ever-changing environment. Your products, your services, everything in this age gets outdated so quickly, but talent is the one thing that can change the trajectory of your company. And companies should really start treating their people with the same discipline, focus, and rigor as they do their financial capital.
Many business owners are essentially hoping to keep their businesses afloat as many local and state governments have placed lockdown orders. But you talk about how business owners can take this time to analyze and possibly reassess operations. What sort of aspects should they look at?
Well, I think the first thing that you want to look at is analyze and look at your talent across your entire organization. Where do you have gaps? Where is your sales falling behind? Where's innovation falling behind? Where maybe do you have flight risks or single points of failure in your company where you could use this opportunity to identify talent and shore up those gaps so that if we start or when we start the V-shaped recovery and the projected, 5.3% growth, that you're ahead of that power curve. You're ahead of your competition and ready to get out there and win.
And speaking of the V-shaped recovery, the final reading of the third quarter GDP shows the U.S. economy grew at a record 33.4%. What does this tell us about the pace of the economy and the future for business owners?
I think it's good reason to be very, very optimistic. And one of the things Mike and I just co-authored another article about this, and that is right now with the contraction that we had with the pandemic, there is a wealth of talent available to companies. And right now is that time to get ahead of that. Don't be waiting until everybody else realizes that they can start hiring. You can really propel your company now by getting a hold of that talent and using the attributes in our book to identify what will make your company successful.
Some great advice. George Randle, thank you again for your time.
Thanks so much.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.